What is your assessment of this law, and to what extent will it help improve the business environment here in the capital and thereby attracting some more foreign investors?
Well, this piece of legislation is a heavyweight activity during these two sessions. I think, this law has been long overdue. It is supposed to replace three previous separate laws regarding foreign investment, and now we have one piece that's replacing all of them. Plus, we add other things that's very important, especially in the context of the China-U.S. trade frictions here. And this legislation has been the draft version of this has been in existence for a long time, since 2015, I believe. So it's been a long time since we last time discussed this, and now finally we're going to put this into fruition. I'm pretty sure it's going to pass. There's no doubt in my mind that the lawmakers are going to pass this piece of legislation. And I think it's going to really contribute to China's ability to attract foreign investment in a couple of areas. For example, this piece of legislation talks about the market access. Now we are officially, formally, and legally adopting what's called a negative list market entrance mechanism. In other words, you can get into any markets you want as long as it doesn't touch the negative list. Now, the previous negative list used to be close to 100 industries. Now it's down to something like 40-some industries. So it's a reduced restriction on market access. Also talks about competitive neutrality with respect to state-owned enterprises. That's a big issue here. China's economy is very unique. We have a large sector of state-owned enterprises. Now we have an official mechanism to regulate these companies such that they will be able to compete with private companies as well as foreign companies in a level playing field. This is very important. And I think there's a couple of other things, for example, addressing subsidies, addressing government procurement, and all these things are conducive to essentially providing a level playing field and be more conducive to foreign companies operating and competing in China. Which is actually good for us, actually.
Sure. We just talked about attracting foreign investors, and now let's also talk about how to better incorporate business environments and goods and services with other countries. For example, announcements related to the Belt and Road Initiative are perhaps also worth our close attention.
Right.
How will China's lawmakers and political advisors help improve the Belt and Road framework so that it could facilitate more inclusive growth with other countries?
Well, I don't see any legislative activities in this area, but I see a lot of people going to voice some opinions. I think these opinions will help improve the process. I think the Belt and Road Initiative has been going on for several years, and it's about time to take a step back and evaluate the whole thing. And I think there are a couple of areas that can be improved. For example, the initiative has to be in better alignment with host countries' national development strategy, regional integration objectives, and also I think the Belt and Road Initiative has to really address the issue of the Western countries call it debt trap. I think it's an overkill, but at least I think it's an issue that we have to take a look at, such that the loans made to these countries are within the realm of their ability to pay back, and also doesn't cause too onerous a financial burden on their country. And at last, I think that the Belt and Road Initiative also needs to create a more transparent environment to totally rule out any corruption even on the part of the host receiving end of the country.
Right.
So I think these are very important issues. I'm pretty sure the lawmakers and also the political political advisors are going to make very good opinions because some of these people are at the forefront of the Belt and Road Initiative. Some of the CEOs of these very large SOE companies, so they're going to voice their opinions. I'm looking forward to hear some great ideas from these people.
Sure.